You want to watch idiots play video games? Well, you've come to the right place, sucker. This week on Cartridge Blowers, Hawkeye is apparently a shit choice in Marvel Heroes, dodge lasers, and in Deadly Premonition Director's Cut, well, I really still don't know what that game's supposed to be about. Premonitions? I guess? And then, come with us on a legendary adventure in this week's episode as we uncover ancient secrets never before seen by human eyes. Though I guess they were probably seen by game developers, but those rarely register as human, right? Matt fails to explain just what the hell the final option really is in the final option. I fly into sexual innuendo in Diddy Kong Pilot. Nikki stops being your friend if you mention barrel rolls in Starfox 2. And Matt has another game. This time saving Bill from Eagles or something? And Time Diver, Eon Man. There's probably a reason these games were unreleased. My God. What have we unleashed? In Cartridge Blowers, episode 19. In 1889, the ancestors are kidnapped. YNIN Podcasting, part of the EDOC NameLock Interactive Network. Hello everybody, and welcome to YNIN's Cartridge Blowers, the show where we give video games a second chance to make a first impression. You can stream, download, or find show notes, including links to everything we talk about, and all past and future episodes of all YNIN podcasts over at yninteractive.com. That's yninteractive.com. You can also catch us live every other Friday around 10:30 p.m. Central Time at yninteractive.com or on YouTube, or now on Twitch with our new improved stream. Yeah, where video games are supposed to be. I'm Cody Coleman. With me, as always, is Nikki Wright.
Hi.
Matt Crua. And me, Cody, because Dylan, unfortunately, cannot be with us today, and we have no guests, so it's just going to be the three of us. This week, we're going to be going over games that were never actually released. They were canceled before they were released, and that will be
So these
later.
are like games that no one else in the world has ever gotten their hands on but us.
But us.
Nope, just us. That's it. First time.
We're the only ones.
We are.
Is that story even for me?
We hacked the ROMs after flying to Japan.
Yeah.
And,
My uncle works for Nintendo, and he... Sorry, that's every schoolyard story.
Yeah, it sounded strangely familiar.
My uncle works for Nintendo, and he said Mario's going to be in the next Mortal Kombat game, and it's going to have a lot of blood. And
that would have been the best Mario Mortal Kombat game. Whatever.
Mario Kombat.
Mario Kombat.
When I was a kid,
animality is literally when Yoshi eats Mario's head. How cool is that?
I was like maybe 8 or 9, and I doodled all of these like Mario and Mortal Kombat like amalgam characters, and it was like Mario with like Raiden's hat, but then Raiden's hat had the M in a circle.
And you wrote all the fan fiction.
I didn't write any fan fiction. It was just doodled characters. It was ridiculous. What are you looking at?
Oh, I was making sure that my computer wasn't being strained with the new setup. And we're not. We're good.
No.
Good. Holy crap! Some dog is trying to tear apart another dog.
Sorry, man. It happens here. It's a dog-eat-dog world.
that's how it is in Costa Rica.
I've been waiting to use that my whole life. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
So, Matt, I hear tell that somehow stranded in Costa Rica with no video game consoles, you have played a new game.
I did. I played a PC game, actually.
Really? What did you play?
I played, last weekend, IGN was giving away free a beta weekend for the Marvel Heroes MMO game.
Oh, yeah. Oh. I saw that.
And so I gave it a shot. I didn't think my computer...
How bad is it?
Well, I didn't think my laptop would be able to run it, because my laptop can't run anything made after 2009. And so I was like, fuck it, I'll give it a shot. It's free, whatever. And if not, I can just delete it. And so I I downloaded it, gave it a shot. It worked. It worked fine. So despite the game telling me this game is not gonna work, don't press play. Press play. Fucking gazillion entertainment. And so I played it, and it's we talked about it on the show before about how like every character is a different class essentially.
Yeah, so there's like 40 Wolverines and whatnot, right?
Right. Yeah. I think there's like a non-disclosure agreement that I agreed to, so I can't like talk about too much. I got to pick from 5 characters at the beginning. None of them were like the major ones that you would think. I picked Hawkeye. I guess I'll tell you I picked Hawkeye.
You picked what? Really?
It was either Hawkeye or Captain Marvel or Thing.
Throw in that, non-disclosure agreement.
Or 2 more characters who I can't disclose at this moment. So yeah, but I picked Hawkeye, and it was pretty fun. It was kind of like Marvel Ultimate Alliance or X-Men Legends, but very light.
Okay.
I mean, the bad guys are dropping, gear and whatnot, and you can level up and gain new powers and put them in your slots and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
It was okay for a free game. Honestly, not bad. And I mean,
so is it going to be free to play?
It is
forever?
free to play.
Really?
Forever.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. You pay money to buy new characters. You start out with 5, and you can unlock more as you go through the game, but they're rare, like super rare.
Okay.
Like you probably won't unlock more. But,
oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, you'll unlock like costumes and like and powers and more items to wear, but new characters, few and far in between, and it's random. So I mean, you might if you unlock Spider-Man, and then like you go on. And then you unlock him again because that's what the random generator popped on. Whoops.
Well, that's too bad.
Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
So no Konami code to unlock shit this time.
No. And there's a lot of. I mean, it's fully made. I mean, there's voice acting, music, which is good. It's good that the game.
Yeah, I'm glad
good.
there's
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
No, that you do have to do the Konami code for. If you want music, it's up, down, left, right. Fuck this game.
I think I can skirt the non-disclosure agreement by saying visually it's not super impressive. It's kind of bland in the design, I thought. But from a free to play, I mean, you're not paying. You can theoretically get the whole game and not pay for anything. Yeah.
That's
fine.
not bad. Yeah.
It's pretty fun. Yeah.
Did you ever play the DC Universe Online? And how does it compare to that if you have?
I did play DC Universe Online on the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3. And it's a completely different game. DC Universe Online is an MMORPG.
Okay.
It's, you create a character from scratch and complete missions and go throughout a world and talk to people and do guilds and shit like that. And so I got bored with it really quickly.
Sounds about right.
And this you can theoretically, do the whole thing by yourself, or you can team up with people, it seems. I didn't really figure out how to do that. There seemed to also be like combat zones where people were just running around killing things, and it was kind of random. I don't know. It's fun. There's another free beta weekend this weekend. There's code, I don't remember the website. Find out. By the time this video is posted, you won't be able to do it. So
it'll be all gone. So hope your Facebook friends.
Yeah,
did
game
you
releases like in late May. So yeah.
Right on.
Play it in May or whatever. And if you like it, then you like it. And if you don't, then I don't know, blow it out your ass.
There you go. Have you played anything else, or was that all?
I guess I played a game. Have I talked about Reciteer on this show?
No.
I feel like I did. It's where you play as the owner of an item shop.
Okay. That sounds awesome.
You play as the owner of an item shop from an RPG, and you have to set up the item shop in a way to attract customers and haggle with them to make the most money. To get more items, you can either go like haggle in shops or hire an adventurer to go through dungeons, and then you play that, and it's like an action RPG, Zelda-ish. But it's pretty fun. It's actually a really fun game. It's on Steam. It's been out for a couple years, so I just bought it recently, but I played a demo a while back. I think it's like $10 maybe. It's pretty fun. The anime art style is kind of a turnoff. It's hyper annoying. You will want to mute this game.
Anime art sale?
Art style.
Art style. Okay, that makes
I heard
way,
sale
that,
too
that
for
makes
some reason.
way more sense.
Why did you hear sale? Am I fizzling out? Am I not having a good connection right now?
No, your connection is perfectly fine. I think you legitimately said sale.
Oh, well, I don't like anime art sales either, so I'm not a fan.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but yeah, so check that out. It's on Steam. I liked it.
Excellent. Right on.
What did you play?
I played more of the Sonic racing game because I'm still waiting for other things to get released. And that
Injustice
game
is out. Go buy it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot
That's
about
right.
that. I do need to go
It's sitting
play
on my
that.
bed at home.
Yeah,
Man, you're not going to be able to see the floor in your room when you go home.
I know.
yeah,
I'm
it's going to be
excited.
littered with board games and electronics.
I'm so happy.
When you're in Costa Rica and you have nothing to do, apparently you just go on shopping spree.
I made myself a summer Christmas, and I'm my own Secret Santa.
Excellent.
Oh.
Right on. Nikki, you said you played some iOS game?
I did. I played a game called Lasers, and it's
Exclusively titled.
it's so imaginative. But anyway, basically your whole premise is to get the little laser to touch.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. I play games like
dark
that.
spot
Yeah.
right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it gets really hard, obviously in later levels, and it's a lot of fun, and frustrating at times. And I started playing 13.2 because I'm stuck in 2011. So.
Right on. I never finished that game.
No. I just started,
It's okay.
so
I like the battles.
yeah. I like the battle system that 13 had.
I do too. So it's fun, but the story is like, ooh, crazy. No, I don't care. I don't. No, I don't.
Crazy
don't care
Bazooka
about
time?
anything in the story. Yes, it's made me turn Russian for some reason.
All right.
I don't even want to be from this planet anymore.
Okay. Well, if no one's played anything else, I think we can get into talking about some new stuff. How about that?
Let's talk about what's coming out soon.
All right. So before we take a dive into the past, let's take a look forward at the things we're looking forward to in the new crap.
Whoa,
Grammar.
cool.
So there's actually very little for us to talk about this week. In fact, there was almost going to not be a new crap. But there were 3 games I felt were kind of worth talking about. The first one, actually, it was Matt that felt it was super worth talking about. I have not played this game. I know almost nothing about it, so I'm going to be giving it over to Matt. April 30th, 2013, we get Deadly Premonition, the Director's Cut. Matt, what is this game?
Okay, it's kind of hard to explain, but it is a remake of my Game of the Year of 2010.
Really?
Yes, and it kind of got, kind of became sort of a big deal because Deadly Premonition is one of the most insane games I've ever played.
Really?
It's called Red Seed's Profile in Japan, and it's basically based on the television show Twin Peaks and the works of David Lynch.
You mentioned that.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's very David Lynchian, storyline-wise. And the gameplay is nothing to write home about. It's a pretty shitty game, but following the story and just how likable and enjoyable the characters are, it's absolutely worth your time. It's available for the Xbox 360 in America. That's where I played it. But the director's cut, which adds apparently better gameplay, new characters, and new stuff, blah, 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 comes out for the PlayStation 3, as Cody was saying. And I probably won't give it a shot. I probably won't play it.
Just because you played the game before, essentially.
Right. But, I mean, if you have not played this at this point and you own a PlayStation 3, get it. You will not... you might regret it because people will hate it. There's lots of people who hate it, and they're like, "You told me this game was good, and I bought it, and what is this bullshit?" Well, it's an insane story. You are able to go hit zombies with a guitar, and like I don't know, you're solving a weird murder mystery.
That sounds cool.
Freaky man woman that is like in the trailer.
Yeah, man.
And I did read that while trying to do some research for this game, that like it's in the Guinness Book of World Records for most controversial PS3 game due to the fact that apparently it embodies the "you'll either love it or hate it" phrase better than any game that came before it.
It is the 2012 Guinness World Record Gamers Edition most critically polarizing survival horror game.
Yeah. Exactly. So
I don't know. I feel like that's really like, how would you quantify that?
Well, I'm assuming it's like from scores given out, because like websites like GiantBomb.com got super behind it and gave it like 10 out of 10. Meanwhile, like your average like GameSpot or something would be like
IGN in the US gave it 2 out of 10.
Exactly.
Wow.
Because again, like I'm telling you, the Xbox version that I played, the game itself pretty shitty. The controls are bad. The gameplay is bad, but the idea, I mean, it's pretty much an open world when you're not fighting, and you go around and talk to people, and everyone has their own schedules throughout a 24-hour day that they follow and interact with each other, and it's really neat. And it's cool because there's so many different Easter eggs, and it's that you can find. You can solve the mystery before the game lets you solve the mystery.
What? Really?
And, yeah, you can like peek into people's houses and see what they're doing. Because you're a creep, and you can find out who the murderer is early. It's funny, but I don't know. It's hard to describe why I love this game so much, but it's really unique, I would say. So again,
I love hearing Matt just go on and on about something he likes. That's
it's so rare for him to like something.
I like things.
Sometimes.
Just not most things.
Yeah, most things disappoint him into a sea of just being pissed off. Really. Okay,
yeah.
Anyway, also on April 30th is a game that only I'm going to be able to talk about, which is Poker Night at the Inventory 2.
I can talk about that one.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
I played the first one, Poker Night. I own it. I pre-ordered this one thinking I was not pre-ordering it, but just buying it. The first one, it's basically a poker game, which I like poker all right. It's not awful, but it's not the most fun thing in the world. But that's not the point of the game. The point of the game is you hang out with these characters from different franchises. And the first one you have Max from Sam & Max. You have the Heavy from Team Fortress 2, Tycho from Penny Arcade, and Strong Bad. I know and love all of them, except I had never really played Team Fortress 2, so I knew nothing about the Heavy. Poker Night 2, you get Sam from Sam & Max, Claptrap from Borderlands 2.
Borderlands 2.
I've never played that, so
Me
I
neither.
don't know what that is. You get Ash from the Evil Dead Army of Darkness franchise, and you get Brock Sampson from Venture Brothers. As well as for some reason, I think GLaDOS is from Portal
Is the
host. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's super silly, and like you didn't even have to play that game. You don't listen. I'm not going to tell you not to buy this game, because you should support people that do things that are fun like this. Okay, but I mean, you can just go to YouTube. And there's just hours of footage of all these characters' interactions, and it's fun. That's the meat of the game to me, is that you've got all these funny characters with really well-written dialogue. Listen, we're talking about games that are not really good games this week.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun to experience, but they're not necessarily a lot of fun to play, unless you really like poker, in which case this is fine. But the interactions...
Why not gamble your life away online?
With fake money. You can't actually gamble with it. But yeah, the game, in fact, the creator said that it's really just about hanging out with these characters, and they do a good job of making it feel like you're doing that. So And that's it for April 30th. Last game we're going to talk about in the New Crap this week, May 1st, 2013, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon is an expansion for Far Cry 3 that is purposefully made to look like a shitty 80s movie.
Did you see the trailer?
I have. It's like an
shitty
animated.
It's great.
Yeah, it looks awesome. It's they try to make the special effects look like shitty 80s special effects. The trailer is
everyone's a cyborg for no reason.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And like you're still like in a jungle area like in Far Cry 3, but everything's like 80s and cybernetic, so it's like cybernetic animals walking around.
Exactly. You get like
jungle.
a cybernetic like leopard or
jaguar.
Jaguar. Yeah.
It's
So,
ridiculous.
I'm looking forward to playing that game, but I don't have Far Cry 3, so I guess I gotta first buy Far Cry 3. And
yeah, I'm thinking of picking up Far Cry 3 soonish. It should be cheap by now, right?
Yeah, I would imagine. But yeah, that's it for the New Crap. Let's get right into playing some games. You guys looking forward to that? All right. So we, like I said, we're playing this week games that were canceled before they were ever technically released.
Coolio.
Yeah, so we have Matt playing 2 games this week, so we're going to kind of bookend the show with him. Matt, why don't you tell us about this first game here?
Sure. Well, the first game I played is entitled The Final Option. It's for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and made by a company called Tech Magic. Tech Magic didn't really make anything too much of note that I can remember. But they made The Final Option, and that's really enough. The Final Option was created like in the early mid-90s, during the craze that Mortal Kombat began, which is like, okay, so why would we even make sprites when we can just digitize people?
Yeah.
And that's going to look really great in every game ever.
Totally.
Why would anyone do anything else?
As it turns out, this is not true. Every game that did that looks pretty gross in retrospect. But, if you're going to digitize people, why would you digitize just random guys, right? Why would you digitize stuntmen in ninja costumes? Why would you digitize people who no one knows? Why wouldn't you digitize celebrities?
Are you saying that you don't follow this career of various stuntmen and women?
I don't. No,
especially ninja stuntmen and women, or cybernetic soul-eating stuntmen.
Sorry, guy who played Noob Saibot. I don't refresh
the Wikipedia has
page.
their entire roster of people who were the actors, I guess, for the games, and apparently some of them have had small, if I guess you could describe them as failed careers. But yeah, it's interesting to look through.
I think they're all failed careers, right? I don't think anyone's like a fucking governor or anything now.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you should elect me. Why? I was Stryker.
I'd vote for that guy. Hell yeah.
Yeah, he was a cop.
He was. Seagal's police brutality coming up in the most recent Mortal Kombat game.
The best line in
history. That game is awesome, but Stryker continues to be, what? Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Jeff Tarr, a Tech Magic director of marketing, said in an interview to OneUp.com that celebrities are more stable than films. I'm sorry, to the Hollywood Reporter at the time. Celebrities are more stable than films. So we decided to get a celebrity instead of just licensing a movie. So they've got a celebrity in this game, starring a celebrity, but it's not based on any movie that celebrity was in. Because there's no film called The Final Option.
So who is the celebrity, Matthew Crua?
Who's the celebrity? Well, his films weren't blockbusters, but his video rentals were very high. Numbers you'd expect from like a $50 million to $60 million film. And when you look at who's renting the movies at the time, it's kids. The same people renting and buying video games. So it was really a no-brainer that we would have The Final Option, starring Steven Seagal. Are you ready?
Of course.
Are you ready?
Let's play it. Why not?
3, 2, 1. Listen to them explosions.
Those are intense explosions, dude.
Oh man,
Oh,
music
wow.
is way intense.
Oh, wait until they get in the level. Your first target is nanotechs. Underground munitions.
I'm interested to see
Nanotech.
how
You
they
fucking
make.
kidding me?
I'm interested to see how they make Steven Seagal's man sprite look like it fit. Oh, there it is. It doesn't. It doesn't look like it fits. That's how.
Look at me. Look at my kicks. Look at this guy's kicks.
He looks like fat. What's his name?
Steven Seagal.
Johnny Cage.
Oh.
No.
Fat Steven Seagal. So I'm testing out the buttons here. I got a kick. I have a gun. And I can throw knives.
And knives? Wow.
Man, for like SNES sprites, this is strangely fluid.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So I looked at the screen. It says terminal gives context-sensitive messages.
You
I
shot that
swear
guy
that
in the
thing
back.
fell over before you shot him. He started to fall over.
But yeah,
There you
it's
go.
worth noting that this game is very unfinished.
I also like that he just slides across the floor.
I started noticing that, and so I'm like, well, I got to make him do this all the time.
I like the scientist just sort of walks up to you with a clipboard and then socks you in the face for no reason. Very anticlimactic.
I'm trying my best to make him dance. Look, they just walked across those boxes.
Yeah,
And
this
so
is
I was
very
like, well, I got a
intimate
gun. Why would I punch anybody? I would just shoot them in the chest.
Oh my god.
game.
Check this out.
Did you just...
You just teleported.
What?
And I shot that guy.
Wait, how did you teleport? Is that what happens when you fall down a cliff?
Yeah, when you die, you choose where you respawn, and then you
Okay.
teleport back in.
That's
Cool.
pretty cheap.
It is.
Steven Seagal is the most heroic of video game sprites.
Steven Seagal is the final option.
I can't
See
be
me
the
knife that guy in the face.
I also like that there's really just two options for the direction that he faces. It's either sideways or up and down.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
also like that you just stopped being able to walk for no reason.
So I'm walking around and like the bad guys respawn constantly. Like if I look at one of those terminals that are supposed to tell me information, but they just say context information goes here, or if I walk in and out of a room, then everybody respawns. It's a waste of my time.
When did you say this would have been released, or when they made it?
I think like 94.
Oh, so then they
95?
totally, like, that explains why this kind of looks like if Nick Arcade were a fuller video game.
Steven Seagal is going into the video zone to fight the wizard Morlock. Look at my knife floating in the air.
That's magic.
Isn't it? Now you might have noticed something pretty interesting. Do you notice anything special about like what's going on in these fights, or what's going on the screen? Did you notice that my health bar doesn't move?
No, are you invincible?
Oh.
They didn't program in Steven Seagal taking damage,
So he really is the final option.
and, the only option. And they didn't program in.
I love his scream when he falls.
It reminds me of It reminds me of the Lethal Weapon game. Death.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I couldn't teleport onto that platform, so I'm like, well, I better shoot this or knife this guy in the
You
face.
hit him with the handle.
So I got through that and target 1, stage 2. So it begins. Which, boy, this looks pretty familiar. But check this out. Something weird's about to happen. Aside from looking at terminal screen gives context sensitive help. So, do you see that scientist?
Yeah, he's above what's in the foreground.
Yeah.
And so is that guy.
What is with this MC Escher shit?
You didn't even... What?
I have infinite bullets. I can pick up clips here and magazines, but I have infinite bullets, so it doesn't matter. Let's check it out. Dancing right over. Don't even give a shit. This game is awful.
Look, the foreground is just extraneous. That's all.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't even know where I want to go. I don't know how to beat this game. Should I jump over this? Whatever.
What was that?
Do you have unlimited lives? Are your lives dropping?
No, I have infinite lives too. Everything is infinite. So that thing is broken. And what's really exciting is just that things are going to start breaking even more. This game, like, slowly... Look at that fall! Did you see that?
Did you fall through the bridge?
Yes!
Collision detection in this game is awful.
Check this out. Watch. I'm like, oh, okay, well, everything's broken. Well, fuck this.
Oh my god.
I'm not avoiding any of these boxes. I don't know if I recorded if this is where I tried to just say, like, okay. At one point, I don't know if I do it in this video or not, I just say, I'm not even going to turn off those electric gates, I'm just going to walk through it and see what happens. And hopefully you'll get to see what happens if I do that. Oh. Hey!
Did they sample Steven Seagal, or is that...
I think they might have sampled him going, hey! So I come here, press a button, I don't know what the button does.
Well,
that timed really well with the music, though.
Didn't it? I want to find a remix of this on YouTube. Steven Seagal Final Option Track 1 remix.
I'm sure it exists.
So I'm like, okay, I didn't open this gate with that button. I don't fucking... fuck it. I can still just go through.
what?
The gate is electrified, but since nothing damages me and everything is broken, I can still go through. And I can get what looks like a frisbee.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta shoot this guy in the dick. Mother... Stop kicking me, I'm gonna backhand you. There you go. And so I go and I get this frisbee, and I don't know what the frisbee does. No one tells me nothing. I'm just Steven Seagal. I'm the final option. That scream never gets old. I could listen to Steven Seagal scream and die all night. So... They didn't even try and get a voice that sounded like him.
No.
And so at this point, I'm like, okay, this is the last door I haven't tried. I don't know what this button does, and there's no end to the level. So this is the part where I found out that not only is everything in every level broken, but you actually can't beat any of the levels.
All right. Wonderful.
Yeah. Now there are other levels.
Are there?
But you just have to use codes to get to them.
Really?
That's crazy.
Yeah, and people actually, like, I guess, found out how to get the codes either by hacking the game or I'm hoping it was trial and error because that's much funnier.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get through Steven Seagal's the final option. Hell yeah! Type for millions of hours.
There is no final option for me. Cheat code coder. All right. So
there's no final option for me, Mom. I can't get a job. I have to find out all the codes.
All right, cool. So is there anything else you want to say about your terrible, shitty game?
So why did this game not get released?
Very good question.
God, who knows?
It was obviously someone's
of reasons.
vendetta against Steven Seagal, not on
Clearly.
Perhaps.
the game's own merits.
Yeah.
Maybe the developer got beat up by Steven Seagal or something, and...
Well, Tech Magic apparently later fell off the face of the earth after the Seagal partnership, but its parent company, RSP Inc., spun off into a company called Running with Scissors, which in 1997 created the Postal series of games, which we've also featured on the show.
Oh, we featured 2. Yeah, Postal 2
Yeah.
back in what?
Like 10
controversial
episodes ago.
games. Yeah.
Yeah. So go back and watch Postal, and maybe you can see like how Steven Seagal as the final option is kind of like the grandfather to that horrible game.
No, don't. Just watch us make fun of it. Don't try to ever analyze anything.
Please.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, who do we have up next, Matt? Is it?
I think it's you, buddy.
All right. Well, I played a game, which is kind of surprising. I played this game because I have actively bad-mouthed its predecessor in the past. I played Diddy Kong Pilot for the Game Boy Advance. It is a sequel, or was going to be a sequel, to Diddy Kong Racing for the N64.
You mean you didn't like Diddy Kong Racing?
I know, what the
Like
What?
there are legitimately like people who would get angry at that.
I know,
Really?
there are people who love the shit out of that game. This
Those
game...
people have bad taste.
Yeah, well, this game was going to be a just plain only version of Diddy Kong Racing with all 2D everything, and I actually went through several different renovations of the game itself, changing out characters and stuff like that. It was originally going to be released in 2003, I believe. And it ended up crashing and burning, and ultimately was tweaked pretty heavily to become Banjo-Kazooie Pilot. So characters were taken out.
So this is for the Game Boy Color?
This is Game Boy Advance.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, is it like trying to be like a 3-dimensional racing game though?
It's supposed to be as
I'm worried.
It's kind of like, well, let's just watch it. Why don't we just get right into the game? Ready, Matt?
Right. Yeah. Do I have to count down anymore?
No, just hit play.
Does it matter? Okay.
All right, so...
Do you hear that fart? That plane farted.
That plane did. It's a... God, this game is so dumb.
I can tell we're about to watch something truly magical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get your cups ready, gentlemen.
Turn up the volume for the people at home. So, I'm trying to find the most balanced character while still being fast, and turns out Donkey Kong is that character.
I'm gonna ask you, did you pick Funky Kong?
No, I thought about picking Funky Kong.
What's wrong with you?
Donkey Kong seemed more balanced for some reason, so...
Steamy Swoop?
The Claptrap Cup.
Steamy Swoop sounds like another term for, like, diarrhea.
Claptrap sounds like another term for a prostitute.
Yeah. Diddy's Kong Horn It Up Cup. It's... No, we just, we get chastised by Cranky Kong for a minute. Then we get into this thing.
Did Rare make this?
Rareware made this, yes. So
you can pitch and yaw.
You can pitch and yaw. You can move back and forth. Man, the level of pitch and yaw actually mattering is very low in this game.
Wait, how is this? How are you controlling this? Are you using the shoulder buttons or what?
You use you accelerate with A, and you fire with B. And for some reason, this god-awful... In fact, I'm going to mute this for the people at home for a minute. That god-awful sound does not end until the end of this race.
That sound is in the game? Jesus.
Yes, that is in the game. It's one of the unfinished portions. And those B's are like banana peels. And you can pick up the Kong letters, which I guess they do something, maybe. Also,
it wouldn't be a Rare game if you weren't collecting shit for no reason.
That's true. I'm flying, but I can still go off course, and it affects me. If I fly, if I am in the air over the grass, I still...
It slows you down?
Still slows me the fuck down.
That's dumb.
Alright, I'm gonna turn the volume back up for the people at home.
Oh my lord, the sound.
It's... Nope, turned it back off. The sound is just god-awful. So I'm well ahead of everybody, and... Oh, no. Funky just got it.
So wait... There's looks like there's a lot more racers, judging by the mini-map.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that you can't play as. Ultimately, apparently, King K. Rool, a Critter, Cranky Kong himself, and various other people are unlockable. Claptrap, I think Kitty. They were originally...
Plane Pursuit!
They were going to have a character called Redneck Kong in this game, but he was scrapped.
Oh, they got rid of Redneck Kong.
Yeah. Okay, we turn the music back on for you guys.
Okay, so this is just so Mario Kart.
It's very
like,
Mario
the layout
Kart.
of the tracks.
Even the blue, the blue bee is the same as the blue turtle shell.
There's probably a name for the bee enemy.
It probably is.
But I don't think anyone knows it except for really sad, Donkey Kong Country fanfiction writers.
Man.
That's a corner of the internet I hope to never go to.
I don't write Donkey Kong Country fanfiction. I write Donkey Kong Country fanfiction based on the animated series.
Yeah.
That makes it better.
And I don't know what these target balloons, apparently, according to Cranky Kong, I shoot them and then they give me an extra boost, but I never fucking saw that. How you like that?
Did you get all the letters?
I do in one level, yes.
I didn't see him get G yet.
You don't have to get, you can get them on your next. There
Oh, you did it. Here it is. So what did it get you?
Nothing! Second place. I actually...
Oh, how'd you like that?
Yeah. This music reminds me of, Doug. But the Disney Doug.
I was just thinking that, yeah.
The game, Nintendo on the Game Boy Advance, had this weird thing where they realized they could digitize voices, and they were like, we got to do this in every game constantly.
Yeah.
And so, in the Mario World remake, Mario talks and yips and yells every time he jumps. And so here you've got everyone here having really dumb quotes and shit as they pass everybody, and it's shut up.
And I skip ahead at some point. I think, yeah, right here. I skip ahead to, hey, I won. Okay, cool. I got gold cup, so let's see what happens.
That looked like a dick. Oh wait, so Funky Kong had a spaceship, and you're in a barrel.
Yeah, I'm in a barrel plane. But I made first place. I beat the spaceship.
That was well animated.
Yeah, wasn't it? Kongs.
Congratulations. Well, I didn't think you had it in you. The boss race is now ready to try. Select the Kremling's ugly face from the cup screen. Show him what you're made of.
So I'm like, alright, yeah, let's see what this boss thing is. Let's give that a shot.
This is it. Time to teach that stupid criminal a lesson. Go out and show him who's boss. Don't even think of coming back till you've beaten him.
He is. It said so, right, when I clicked the thing.
Yeah. He looks like a plantation owner. They didn't even center that text. Did you see that?
No.
They didn't even bother centering the text. Good job, Rare.
There's just something about the way this plays that it's awful.
It's so
and it
jerky.
Gross, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's jerky, and it doesn't really seem like you're going anywhere.
No,
does that make sense?
Especially in this level, because you're not going anywhere. You just fly in a straight line until either you get shot down by him or you shoot him down.
Oh, this angle is really good.
Yeah, this is, my favorite thing. Anyone who watches the show is running towards the camera. The Rambo, the Rhino, Rambi, for some reason is invincibility, but there's no Rhino that appears anywhere on screen.
So, earlier you disappeared off the screen when you went down?
Yeah.
Why?
That was just acceptable, apparently. It's just something you can do. And I can't shoot that shit behind me, but he sure as hell can.
You probably can. You can shoot shells behind you in Mario Kart.
Yeah, but in this game, down just makes you go down.
Go down, yeah. Donkey Kong, watch out. Bogey on your 6. Goose.
Someone's throwing red balls at you.
Story of my life, man. That's what happens when you go to the claptrap. Go to the claptrap, leave with red balls. What is he even... He's like pooping like ball lightning at you.
Yeah, a little alligator fuck.
I think you can find that in Tijuana.
Gross.
Okay, this is annoying.
Isn't it? I hate it. I'm just trying to get done with this guy. And apparently I do. I throw something behind me that blows this guy up.
Then you shoved your balls in his ass and you win.
I win.
That wasn't too difficult, was it? Get on and race. Go visit my slaves.
Yeah, so that's it. That's
grand.
Yeah, it was, awful. It was a bad game. It was not good. It was never made. Well, never released.
Thank God.
Thankfully.
No, let's just assume it was never made. I want to go back to that world.
That was just my fever dream.
Things were a lot better back then.
Indeed.
It was a much simpler time.
It was.
All right, so let's move on to our next game. Nikki, what are you playing?
I'm playing Starfox 2.
Okay.
Apparently this was supposed to be like the highly anticipated sequel to Starfox. And they completed the game, short of some debug stuff that's still in it. And they're like, you know what? Yeah, we're going to be releasing Nintendo 64 in like a year and a half. Fuck this game, and fuck the people who developed it. And they never released it. So, you know, people have asked, hey, so are you going to release it on the Wii? And they're like, no.
What?
We don't care. We don't care. So...
Well, Star Fox 2 is not a very beloved franchise. I mean, people hate Star Fox. Why would they have a sequel to Star Fox?
People hate Star Fox, you know, every game that's not the original or 64 because they're all bad.
Yeah.
Well, there was Star Fox Adventures, you know,
which was bad.
I never played it.
It's terrible.
Is it really?
Yeah, Assault for the GameCube, pretty bad. Did they make a Wii one? I don't think they did.
They probably just gave up on it and just said, "Hey, Fox is now just a character in our fighting game."
Right. 3DS comes out. You know what they do? They remade Star Fox 64 because it's the only other good one.
Yeah.
Right on. All right. Anything else you want to say about it before we get into it, Nikki?
This game's in Japanese.
Oh, cool.
They didn't get so far as to translate it into English. I'm sure there are fan translations out there.
Yeah, I was going to point that out. There are. I've actually played with one. So
oh, okay. Yeah, I don't.
They exist.
I did not have one.
No worries.
So.
We'll just deduce what they say through their actions.
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
So let's get into it, you guys. Let's play some Star Fox 2.
So I was playing on a keyboard. I couldn't find my controller for some reason. Yeah. So you're gonna see me trying to get used to things for a little bit.
So are you telling me that you didn't have a legitimate cartridge for this unreleased game?
No, I mean, like I said, I had to travel to Japan. I had to kill some people.
Did you see that opening cutscene?
Yeah.
Like that was in 3D on the Super Nintendo?
That was pretty good for the Super Nintendo, honestly.
Look at this dog. Go to this planet. There's dog food there. I love dog food. Find bones for me.
Is this the password system? Oh, you get to pick your character. You don't have to just be Fox.
Yeah, I was just like, whatever.
There's 2 new characters in this one. Yeah, they only appear in Star Fox 2.
Alright.
So now you're Fox and, like, Poochie the Poodle. And... look at her. So you can go to Titania.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know how this worked. it eventually would zoom in with the little star wipe and...
Well, hold on. Did it say asteroids ASS at the top left? I swear I saw that.
Asteroids.
So, I'm getting used to the controls, but, you know, right and left were right and left, but up and down were down and up.
Yeah.
And that took me a while to get used to.
That, I think you can change that. At least you could in the original. Yeah, and if you press select in Starfox games, you can not be in this weird first-person mode, and you would be like in a ship.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'd never figure that out. So.
It's alright.
It sounds pretty tense, though. I like the music.
I couldn't hear the music. My recording device will not let me hear the music as I'm playing the game.
I can hear it now, though. It's good.
Yeah, no, it's not bad.
Are you fighting one ship?
I think so. But I sucked at it, so...
She seemed really happy to tell you that you sucked at it, too.
Yeah.
Is this just a dogfight game, or you're not...
No.
So for here, like, on this page, I'm, like, clicking around, hitting every button that I can think of, and I'm like, what's going on?
Did you just fire that missile at Corneria?
I think
just
I
fired
did.
missiles.
Looks like you're about to nuke a planet.
But nothing happens. Oh, there's a minor explosion.
Fox McCloud. Terrible, terrible fucking dictator. Genocide.
Yep. And I'm just hitting every button like, please just do the star wipe thing. I don't know what to do. You're like... talking to me.
Fox, they're shooting missiles at us. You gotta come back to the planet. Hey, why don't you make the planet do a barrel roll, dick? You say it to me all the time, alright? It's a dumb joke. And that guy's from 64, the lizard. This is part of Star Wolf. Yeah. So what they were trying to do in this one, if you don't mind me stealing a little thunder here.
Feel free.
Yeah, they were... this is the introduction of the all-range mode, which you would find in Starfox 64, which basically allowed you to fly, you know, in the full 3 dimensions, and you could go backwards and forwards and stuff. And it didn't work out as well on the Super Nintendo as it did on the 64. I mean, normally, do you ever find any actual linear levels?
There's one sort of that comes up, yeah.
Okay, because that's the meat of the game. It should be, anyway.
I only found one in the time that I played it, so...
Maybe you have to, like, beat these guys to open up the rest of the level. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that being the case. Because eventually I do start winning. I know it doesn't seem like it now.
No, his health looks really low.
Yeah.
You're actually not doing so bad at all.
Finally, a game that I don't suck at.
Oh, you've murdered him! Yeah!
Yay!
Good job! Oh, hey, all of a sudden 3D explosions. That's...
Oh man, you only have like 5 seconds left, too.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Fox killed my lizard.
Cyber Gorilla. Hey, look, there's a dragon.
Here, have the dragon sword.
Where's Dylan?
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know what that was. It was Star Wipe to cutscene? Oh,
Ascending Serpentera.
Oh. Oh, I was just calling him Leviathan.
Oh, look at that! Is really pretty for Super Nintendo,
isn't it?
Yeah, I thought that some of the graphics were really impressive.
What?
Yeah, I don't think that was mistranslated. I think that's what he said. That's not in Star Fox gobbledygook. So I guess you need to fly up to the ship and, like, send it to Hal?
I wasn't wasn't sure if that was the case or if I had to keep shooting the ship because, like, you can see that little, like, circular thing. But you'll find out in a second that I actually go inside the ship.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
So, what is... Okay, I'm looking at the...
And I embarrassed myself immediately.
Well, of course, it's Starfox. Flying inside is always the hardest part. But, okay, so there's lots of meters. I'm assuming the shield on your bottom right. I don't really get why it's balls, but okay. And the blaster? Like, why is there a meter for blaster?
Apparently you can run out, I guess. I don't know.
You can run out of... Well, that would suck. What?
What the fuck?
It took me a second to realize what I had to do.
You've got legs.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Dan.
You,
Like, I thought maybe I could crawl inside
You have
of
a
it.
transformer.
That's not a thing.
That can burrow up inside of its belly for the winter.
I totally thought that maybe I could do that and kill it from the inside or something.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Thanks.
This game is a lot less crappy than I thought it would be.
Well, I mean, after a
It's at least
while, I was
pretty.
like, okay, I kind of want to die or something.
Baka 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 baka. Hey, Starfox team, stop blowing up my ships. Starfox team, go blow up more ships. Oh God.
Oh, there's your Pokemon.
Mirage Dragon. This does sound like Pokemon music too.
It does.
Damn, you've already almost killed this thing.
Yeah, he died pretty quickly. I was surprised.
Hey, pretty
All
good
that
progress
work.
in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A cutscene and like a huge fucking monster dragon, and you kicked his ass in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Andros is pissed. He's like, I spent months making that Mirage Dragon. Good job making Andros feel bad.
What? Is that a pig?
Yeah, it's Pigma.
Oh.
He betrayed Starfox's dad and left him for dead.
Pigma's a bitch.
That
Yeah.
bastard.
You know, I was gonna say the all-range mode in Starfox 64 is better, but these dogfights seem pretty cool too. Whoa!
There you go.
Whoa! So if your shield balls turn red, does that mean you don't have that shield?
I'm assuming so. I'm gonna spoil you guys. I don't reach the game over screen. I just decide, I've had
Really?
enough.
Interesting.
Really?
That's good.
Yeah, for once.
Alright, so you're murdering right along. Cool.
And then
so
I'm like, yeah,
I've murdered enough.
enough
Alright.
destruction for one day.
Alright.
That was awesome, actually.
Cool. Yeah. So that was actually better than I expected. Nikki,
Yeah.
what do you
Yeah.
think?
It was fun. You know, like I said, I just got to a point where I was like, yeah, I've had enough killing, so I think I've got enough footage. So,
I think if you had like a controller,
oh my
Like,
god, I really
wouldn't
wish
that game
I
have
had.
been awesome?
That game would have been amazing if I had a controller. Oh well.
Man, I want to play Star Fox 2. Let's just shut this show off and go play Star Fox 2, guys.
Alright, so hey, a good game that wasn't released.
Yeah.
Matt, I believe you have another game.
I did. I played 2 games this week.
Okay.
I played them both because I wasn't sure which one I wanted to do more. To be fair, the theme of the show is we're supposed to play games that we never played before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I level with you. I'd played the final option before, like one time.
Oh, You
and
lying.
I know. And I was like, man,
snake.
This game.
You lying snake in your snake grass. Keep going.
Let it die. So, no, I had played it before, and I was like, it's really worth showing because it's just a special kind of bad. It's just the final option is just really terrible. But I wanted to go with the spirit of the show and play something that I had never played before, and I found this game called Time Diver Eon Man. And Time Diver Eon Man is about a guy named Eon Man, and he's a time diver. All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Impressive.
It was made by Taito in February of 1993. Now, for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now, what's crazy about that is if you think about the year there, 1993, Super Nintendo's been out for 2 years at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. So NES is there. We're not really releasing anything anymore for the NES.
So all of a sudden, out of nowhere.
Yeah, and the Genesis has been around for even longer.
I mean, some people they're playing with superpower, and now other people just got to play with power again, and that's
I don't want to.
Why would you do that?
I'm done with power. I have superpower now. Okay. I just read about this new thing called the Super Scope 6 in Nintendo Power, and it's gonna blow my world away. All right.
There's gonna be so many games for it.
There's a lot of them. In 1993, the Super Nintendo's out, and Taito's like, "Well, we're going to make this cool game," and it's pretty generic. It could easily be a dozen other games, like I don't know, Ninja Gaiden or maybe Ninja Gaiden. But it's kind of got every cliche of any game ever. But it's honestly not bad.
Really.
The story, I think actually I might have the story here in the game.
Okay. Do you want us to get into it then?
Yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it.
Okay, cool.
All right, we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Check that music. The music's rad. Peaceful present age in the year 1993. Dan's brother is kidnapped. So I'm Dan.
Not Dan's brother.
Dan is Eon Man. Spoiler alert.
Dan.
Oh.
I'm reminded a little bit of Shatterhand by this game.
It looks
I can see
Shatterhandy, yeah.
Yeah. Shatterhand-esque. And so I'm walking by Beef and L, and and these guys are trying to kill me, I guess, because they have my brother, and I'm like, well, I can't have that. Yeah. So I have punches and kicks, and it seems that when I press up and do my kick, that I shoot a sonic boom.
You did? Okay, cool.
Yeah, and so I'm like, well, I'm just going to do that all the time. But I ran out of sonic booms. There's this little meter on the bottom right that says arts. And if I run out of arts, I can't shoot sonic booms. Yeah. So now I'm just like doing kicks and dances like this. And so I'm like, fuck.
Oh, there's there's that thing in Mega Man, only it's not orange.
I know. I'm pretty sure that thing was in that witch game I played last time.
So it's a Mega Man.
Cryon Conquest. Yeah. So, honestly, I don't think this game's half bad until I get to this point. And I'm like,
now
all
it's
right,
just half
cool.
bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna avoid this fire and get up here.
What?
I can't.
Now we know why the game was never released.
I can't.
So we have 9 more minutes of this.
I can't get up. I can't.
Are you trying to jump kick the fire?
I don't know, man. I'm like jumping on the fire. I'm trying to jump through. I don't know what I can do.
Oh! You can kick off walls.
Whoa!
I can wall jump.
You get the enemy from Terminator 2.
Yes, I fight the T-1000. So I can wall jump, and let me tell you what, sir and ma'am, this changes the game dramatically, especially in the upcoming levels. So I can punch ninjas and jetpacks all day long. Who can't? But wall jumping, this is like Mega Man X shit, okay?
Yeah.
We didn't have this in my NES days. So boom, check that out. but I'm about to become a master. All right. But not before I flash kick these ninjas who are walking towards me slowly with swords.
Oh, is that what's in their hands?
Oh, see them punching, and they just walk forward and punch forward with knives.
I think
Well,
that's
that's like the ultimate offense, isn't?
No,
isn't
they're
what
just
everybody does?
they're in West Side Story. So
Oh.
So they're
choreographed.
jets.
Yeah.
And Eon Man is sharks all the way. But see that guy with the sword? Look at him.
Bill.
I find it ominous that it's just
The
called
building's
Bill.
name is Bill.
Alright, so here's where I'm wall kicking for fucking ever, and it's great. So the bad guys drop two things. They drop either pals, which give me more arts, or hearts, which give me more life. And I'm running kind of low on life, but I got lots of arts, and that's all that matters, because then I can flash kick.
So what does arts stand for?
Martial arts, I'm guessing?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sonic booms aren't martial arts.
How dare you, sir? Nikki is taking martial arts right now, and she can do sonic booms all day long.
I do sonic booms fucking every day, and damn it, Cody Coleman. I am highly insulted.
Oh, okay.
So I'm jumping all the way up here. Look at this. I'm just punching guys and jumping, and honestly, this game's pretty fun.
The way
It's
they
just
die makes them look like they're just holograms. You died!
I died. So it starts me back at the
No.
bottom. It starts me
Captain
back
EO
all the
is
way at the
dead.
bottom. So I'm like, I don't want you guys to see me do this, and I cut that out.
Okay.
Do you have to press a button every time you?
You do.
Oh, okay.
Every time you wall jump, yeah. But yeah, so I died right before the end there, and now
Those
eagles.
birds are bigger than people.
Yeah, there's evil green eagles coming after me. I don't know why this happened. I don't know what caused eagles to hate me, but you know, Don
I
Henley is
really-
my enemy.
I really enjoy that they are
Ooh.
the same color as the level.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
They kind of blend in.
And now-
There's footballmen.
and now I have to fight this evil football player. He reminds me of this fighting game character
Yeah.
from SNK.
Yeah.
Named Brian Badler.
Aw.
He was part of the American team, who were all based on sports, because
Yeah.
that's all America cares about.
French fries.
French fries, and football, and basketball.
Yeah.
Brian Badler was bad. The
He
basketball
slows
player guy
down a
was
little
good fighter.
bit when you hit him, at least.
He does, yeah. Well, I noticed that when I hit him, he kind of pauses a little bit.
Yeah.
So I can take advantage of that to like punch him punch him some more. And I started to get the trajectory of his kickoff there, but I got hit there again. Uh-oh, he's turning pink, and it's an NES game. You know what that means?
Oh, no.
Death.
Almost.
Or I guess, yeah.
Explosion. Wow, holy crap.
I kicked him and he exploded like a motherfucker. So there's Dan's brother, and I'm trying to arts him. I want to flash kick him, but it won't work.
Because you didn't have any.
Are you alright? I'm okay. I'll give you a powerful new weapon. Go back to the past.
What?
Past, in the year 1882, the ancestors are kidnapped.
What?
So now I'm in the Old West, and fuck the Eagles! And so I'm like, okay, well I have a new art. So I can switch to the new art with, I think it was select. And I'm trying to use it, and it doesn't
Wait, did that
do anything.
tumbleweed just hurt
that
you?
That is the
Yeah, of course.
most deadly tumbleweed.
So I'm assuming this is Bill in the past. Like, eventually, this is Bill back when it was a saloon, and eventually becomes a
Oh
full
wait,
building.
are those tumbleweeds or barrels?
I think they're barrels, but I don't know. Tumbleweeds are funnier. This music's pretty rad, honestly.
I like that it doesn't fit the theme of the stage.
Yeah, not at all.
Uh-oh,
The bad club.
Watch out, the bad club's around. You don't want to go to the bad club. Mission ain't free. So I jumped over the exit to this level. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to switch back to the other art. Maybe I can use it now. I'm pressing buttons rapidly, trying to shoot something, and nothing is fucking working. I don't fucking get. Ah!
Oh wow!
What am I? No!
What the hell?
So yeah, my new art turns me
It
into
uses 4 each time.
It does. And it turns me into a Ninja Star Man. And so I go through all those and punching bats and trying not to get killed by mine carts. I don't even know why I'm here. Why are the ancestors being kept here? Who put the ancestors here?
Why do people in your family just keep getting kidnapped?
I don't know. Everyone. I guess the bad guys can time travel too. But then they time traveled and they hired cowboys and bats. And so I'm trying to like. I don't want to get stuck down here again. And I'm like, can I outrun it? Can I outrun it? Can I outrun it?
Nope. So this minecart is like your nemesis.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Check this out. I beat him.
Oh! There you go.
That's
You figured it out. You figured that shit out.
Because I'm from the future, so I'm smart. When you're from the future, smart things come easy. And so do flash kicks. So there's this whole, like, long verticals.
It's
yeah.
Mega Metroid Man.
It's a very long vertical stage with disappearing blocks, and I edited that entire stage out because it's boring.
Okay, cool. Hey, it's Gravel Monster.
Whoa, it's
Did
a
he
thing.
shoot? He shoots WoW.
Wow.
He's got nipples of rock wow.
Yeah, the thing shoots wow at me. Luckily for both him and you, you might have noticed that he's kicking my ass and I'm out of lives.
Yeah.
So,
Alright, cool. And
Yeah.
you choose end. And the game over screen is boring.
yeah, game over. The end.
Alright, guys. That's all we have for our show. But first, we gotta randomly generate what we plan next week. So let's do that.
Hit me. I'm ready.
We got. Oh god damn it. So.
Is it time?
Some guys
Oh.
really want to just be buff and just beat the crap out of everything, but some girls, they just want to play with their dolls. And
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Next
No.
game, that's
Oh,
what we're all
no.
doing. It's
No.
Barbie week.
Oh,
Barbie
why
week.
did we do this to ourselves? Why?
Don't
Oh
know.
my.
So it's all Barbie games in 2 weeks from now, folks. Watch us play the girliest games in existence. Maybe we can talk Ambi into being on the next episode.
Just kill us. Kill us, please.
You can
Can I
enjoy our
quit?
pain.
Just-
What?
Can I quit?
No, I'm
You don't.
sorry.
You don't
can't.
understand. You don't understand what we're going to have to do for your entertainment. You don't get it.
It's Barbie Horse Adventure all up in this bitch. Next episode of Cartridge Blowers. But until then, I'm Cody Coleman, and with me is Nikki Wright, Matt Crua, and hopefully next week we'll have Dylan Frisbee. Until then, don't die, and keep on
Keep
blowing.
on. My brain's out.
Mine too.